If you've been holding off on purchasing a home, 2025 could be your golden opportunity. For years, buyers have battled a challenging real estate landscape with skyrocketing home prices, low inventory, and unrelenting mortgage rates. But the tide is finally turning, setting the stage for a more buyer-friendly market. Today, we're going to dive deep into what you need to know if you're planning to buy a home in 2025. Hey, it's Mark here with the Hiller Group, brokered by eXp Realty. My team and I have you covered here along the beautiful Florida Panhandle from Pensacola all the way through Panama City, where our team has been fortunate enough to serve over 1,350 families in the past 10 years alone. So here's what's changed and why it might be the right time for you to make your move. One of the clearest indicators of a buyer-friendly market is the level of housing inventory, and it's currently at its highest level since 2019. According to the National Association of Realtors, there are now 4.3 months of inventory available. This marks the first extended period of inventory exceeding 4 months in 5 years. This is a huge shift from the ultra-competitive conditions that buyers faced recently, says Hannah Jones, Senior Economic Research Analyst at Realtor.com. In addition to slower sales activity, new listings have risen by 4.9% compared to 2023. This influx of fresh inventory is giving buyers more options and in some cases, more negotiation power. For example, take a buyer in Dayton, Ohio, who had been tracking a home priced too high. After 2 price cuts totaling near 10%, the buyer submitted an offer below asking, which the seller accepted without hesitation, covering part of the closing costs as well. This level of flexibility was unheard of just a couple of years ago, says Mike Wall with eXp Realty. Gone are the days of rushing to beat out cash buyers or multiple offers above the asking price. Homes are now sitting on the market longer, with October 24 seeing an average of 58 days on the market, the slowest pace since 2019. This slower market allows buyers to carefully consider their options. An economist at Realtor.com notes that this is the slowest seasonal market in 5 years, giving buyers valuable time to conduct inspections, negotiate repairs, or even bring in contractors for estimates before ever even making an offer. In markets like Colorado, buyers who previously lost out on bidding wars are now able to revisit homes multiple times and secure deals on their own terms. As inventory rises, sellers are feeling the pressure to make their homes stand out. The median home price in 2024 dropped right below $425,000, and an increasing number of homes are seeing price reductions. 18.6 of the listings currently on the market, according to Realtor.com, have had price reductions. A senior economist at Realtor.com adds, the share of inventory with price cuts is 2.2% higher than the shares seen between 2017 and 2019. Beyond price reductions, sellers are offering other incentives such as seller pay closing costs, mortgage rate buydowns, repair credits or upgrades, flexible move-in dates, or rent-back agreements. While the data doesn't yet signal a full-fledged buyer's market, it shows a shift toward balance. Hannah Jones points out, buyers are in a better position than they have been in years. If current trends of rising inventory and slower sales continue, we could see the market tip even further in favor of buyers in the coming months. For buyers who've been waiting on the sidelines, now might be the perfect time to jump in, says Wall. The final weeks and beyond of 2024 are shaping up to be one of the most favorable times in years for home buyers. With more homes on the market, slower sales activity, and growing flexibility among sellers, the balance is shifting. If you've been holding off, now is the time to carefully evaluate your options. This opportunity may not last long as conditions could shift again in 2025. Seize the moment and you might just land your dream home on your terms. After facing a prolonged period of high home prices, tight inventory, and relentless mortgage rates, buyers are finally seeing conditions shift in their favor. Let's recap why 2025 might be the year for you. Housing inventory. Housing inventory is one of the most important factors in determining the balance of power in the real estate market. In recent years, inventory has been so scarce, buyers were forced into bidding wars and often had to compromise on their dream home. Today, that narrative is changing. NAR reports that there are 4.3 months of inventory available, a stark contrast to the hyper-competitive market seen during the pandemic years. This is the longest stint of 4+ months of inventory in 5 years, says Hannah Jones, Senior Economic Research Analyst at Realtor.com. So what does more inventory mean for buyers? More inventory means more choices and less pressure for buyers to settle for homes that don't meet their needs. For years, buyers were frustrated by slim inventory, which often meant having to compromise on their wish list, says Bruce Allion, a real estate attorney with RE/MAX Town & Country in Atlanta. That dynamic is shifting. Now buyers can take the time to find the right property with the features they want without the fear of losing it to another offer. Mike Wall also stated how a family he worked with recently benefited from higher inventory levels. They had specific requirements: a large backyard, a home office, and a finished basement. In a tighter market, they would have had to compromise on one, if not two, of those features. But with today's inventory, they were able to tour multiple homes that checked every box and they stayed within their budget. Another benefit of rising inventory is that sellers are feeling increased pressure to compete. As more homes hit the market, buyers are seeing more price reductions, a trend that hasn't been common in recent years. According to Realtor.com, 18.6% of listings in October saw price cuts, and the median home price dropped to below $425,000. The percentage of homes with price reductions is now 2.2% higher than the shares seen between October 2017 and October 2019. This is a clear sign of a shift in the market, says Ralph McLaughlin, senior economist at Realtor.com. Sellers are more willing to negotiate on price and terms to close the deal. And it's not just price cuts that are making the difference. Sellers are offering additional incentives, including seller-paid closing costs covering part or all of the buyer's closing costs, rate buydowns helping buyers secure lower mortgage rates by prepaying interest, repair or upgrade credits, offering funds for renovations or fixes, and flexible terms, allowing rent-back agreements or delayed closings to accommodate the buyer's timeline. One of the most buyer-friendly trends in today's market is the slower pace of sales. In October 2024, homes spent an average of 58 days on the market, marking the slowest October since 2019. This slowdown gives buyers breathing room, says one of the economists at Realtor.com. It's the slowest seasonal market in 5 years, which means buyers don't have to rush into decisions. This change is a stark contrast to the frenzy of 2020 through 2022, when homes were snapped up within days or even hours. Buyers often felt pressured to waive contingencies, skip inspections, and overbid just to secure a property. Now, buyers can revisit homes, bring in contractors, and negotiate repairs without fear of losing out. Andrew Fortune, a Colorado-based real estate broker, recalls a recent client who leveraged the slower market to their advantage. They were able to tour the home multiple times, bring in a contractor to evaluate upgrade options, and negotiate a significant repair credit, all because the seller was willing to wait for a solid offer, Fortune says. The current conditions are a significant departure from the real estate market that emerged during COVID-19. In 2020 through 2022, historically low mortgage rates fueled demand, while limited inventory sent home prices soaring. The frenzy came to a halt when mortgage rates doubled, reaching as high as 7% in 2023. Now that we're seeing a more balanced market, while mortgage rates remain elevated, averaging 6.69% as of December 2024, the combination of higher inventory, price cuts, and slower sales activity is creating opportunities for buyers who have been sitting on the sidelines. This isn't a full buyer's market yet, but we're closer than we've been in years, says Jones. So, what's next? Market experts believe the current trends could continue into 2025, but buyers shouldn't count on conditions remaining this favorable indefinitely. If inventory keeps rising and sales remain sluggish, we could see the market tip further towards buyers, says Wall. However, if demand picks up in the spring, sellers may regain some leverage. Mortgage rates are also the wild card. While rates have come down slightly from their peak, they are expected to remain above 6% through 2025, according to most forecasts. The beginning of 2025 presents a unique window of opportunity for homebuyers with more inventory, price reductions, and increased negotiation power. The market is offering conditions not seen in years. For buyers who have been waiting, now is the time to act. Whether you're looking for your dream home or an investment property, the balance has shifted in your favor, but it won't last forever. Take your time, do your research, and make your move before the market tips back. The home you've been dreaming of might be closer than you think. Hope you found this video helpful. Hit the like and subscribe button down below, and we'll see you on the next one.